Do want to bring in Majestic Storm here for a check of the weather because it sounds like it's going to be pretty nasty. Majestic?
Not looking good.
Friday, yeah.
Even tonight, there will have to be areas that'll need to be on the lookout for some storms that could form. Some of the storms even tonight could become strong to severe. And I think really over the next 2 days, the biggest focus will be the potential to see heavy downpours leading to flooding. So let's get to it because we have a lot to talk about. I want to give you our latest drought monitor update because of course it is 8:30 or just after 8:30, 9:04 right now, but it is Thursday. So we get to release this information to you to let you know how the drought is improving or worsening. The good news is every single category in both North and South Carolina has seen improvements except for that area shaded in red. Look over on the left-hand side. It's in North Carolina, that extreme drought. It did go up a little bit. So that red box highlighting it means that we saw worsening conditions. But I'll tell you what, it didn't worsen by a whole lot. So hopefully we can get ourselves a little bit more rain over the next 7 days and that will kind of steady itself out. So are we continuing to see improvements? I would say yes, that is the overall trend. Now, so far this month, we have accumulated 2.38 inches of rain here at Charlotte, and we're still a little bit below where we should be for this time of the month, so we will continue to hopefully add on to that number. But remember, August is the wettest month here in the Carolinas. It might be a little surprising to you if you're new to the area, but this is based on 30 years of records that were of recorded history here. So you can see we highlighted August in red, just indicating that's the month where we typically get the most amount of moisture. Now in the coming days, we do have more rain ahead, and it's been so hot and dry, humid, and now we're going to start to see a bit of a change in our weather pattern. Starting really tonight, heading into Friday, and then things kind of start to drop off as we head towards our weekend. It's going to be all about rain. Rain will be heavy at times, and then it won't just be rain though, it'll be rain and thunderstorms, and some of those storms could even become severe. So let's start with our overall severe weather risk. The Storm Prediction Center has every single one of our counties highlighted in yellow today. That means there's a low-end risk for severe storms today. And then tomorrow, you can see where that threat is highlighted in yellow. Not everyone, but I would say probably about half of us. Now, it doesn't mean that every single storm that forms will become severe, but the ingredients are in place where if they all form together, some of those storms may be a bit stronger. So if they meet that threshold of having those winds that need to be a certain speed, 58-mile-per-hour wind gust or higher, we could even see those heavy downpours just leading to localized flooding. You may receive a severe thunderstorm warning on your phone. So a good way to make sure you have access to what's going on would be just to make sure you have our WCNC app downloaded, updated, so that you can look at our live radar. And also there's always meteorologists here in the studio looking at radar for you, and we can send out push notifications letting you know kind of what's going on. So this is our excessive rain impacts for today, for your Thursday. Right now, this green is indicating a low end risk for flooding, but watch what happens as we head through Friday. That risk will increase. All right, so I think the overall setup is we could still see some storms tonight, but the storms that form tomorrow have an overall risk for the potential for flooding because they're going to be training storms. Remember, those are storms that they just take their time. They don't really move, and they're bringing a lot of rain in a short amount of time. So if you are watching from an area that is flood prone, you need to know this is in the forecast. Let's get to our Futurecast, all right? So heading into the 5 o'clock hour today, it is going to be fine. It's going to be another hot, sunny day. Today is the last day of that oppressive heat before things start to trend a bit more downward. So 5 o'clock, you get off work, things should be good. But as we head through the evening hours, let me see if I can rewind just a little bit. We're going to head into about that. Let's do 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock still looks okay. 8, 9 o'clock, notice you see that red and that orange there? That's starting to approach our area where some of those storms could be a bit fierce at times. And again, when I say fierce, I'm talking about mainly the heavy rain, the frequent lightning, the rumbles of thunder. Here's 10 o'clock now, so it's starting to extend north and east of Charlotte, so Mecklenburg County. So this will be a late day event for us, likely after dinner time. after you're home from work. Some of those storms, depending on what time you go to bed and where you're at, they could even kind of keep you up just a bit. This is what radar could look like, again, 10 o'clock tonight. So once we fast forward now, let's head into our Friday. Friday morning starts out okay, not seeing anything too problematic. Here's 7 o'clock, still just going to be a mild start to the morning. Now here's 5 o'clock for our Friday. Things are still looking okay, but again, late in the evening on Friday, here's 8 o'clock. You can see this is all going to be coming in from the southwest. This is very heavy, heavy rain. I'm going to take it back just a little bit. So here's about 6 o'clock Friday. And then here's 8 o'clock. I would say by that point, things are not looking the best. And remember that threat for severe weather tomorrow is just to the south and to the east of us, which is kind of making sense as to where the system's flowing in from. So here's 8 o'clock for our Friday. Here's 10. And then 11 o'clock. So it's very evident that we have some changes ahead, all right? So you need to be on the lookout for some active weather. Again, it does start tonight, but the potential and the risk for flooding is going to be heightened tomorrow. It doesn't mean that tonight you will not have some severe storms, because unfortunately, I think there's a good chance we'll have at least a few. Live camera look outside. This is coming in from Dallas. It is hot outside already. It is a little hazy. We have a good mix of sun and clouds. High temperatures today. Let's plan for 96 degrees, all right? 96 degrees for our air temperature. Going to feel over 100 degrees again today. Up in the mountains, low 80s, 82 degrees there in Fleetwood, 92 as you're looking towards Hickory and Lenore. Heading to the south, we have a high of 96 in Concord and Shelby, even up there in Lincolnton. So remember, the storms, they love the heat, they love the humidity. If you're looking outside and it's gorgeous, don't be deceived, because remember that daytime heating really helps those afternoon storms will wake up and get going. So there's that 10-day forecast. 96 degrees today. We're saying today's the last day for a while that it's going to feel like we're in the triple digits. In the coming days, it's still going to be hot, of course, summertime in the Carolinas, but not quite as hot as the heat that we've been dealing with for much of August. Dew points, they look like this, so upper 60s, low 70s, that is what we've had, okay? We don't really see that drop in humidity until Monday. Look at this, mid to upper 50s. That's going to feel weird, almost to the point where I think people will probably want to grab a light cardigan, just because we're so not used to it. We're used to going outside and it's muggy and it's sticky early in the day. I'm not saying it's going to be cold, but it's just kind of a shock to the system. Those 50s, it's just indicating dry air. So the air does not have a lot of moisture in it. The moisture makes it feel really sticky and humid. When we have humidity or dew points into the 50s, that's very dry conditions, especially for summertime in the Carolinas. So how is it going to feel? Muggy all throughout the rest of our work week and into the weekend, but by next week it's going to feel bearable. It is going to be so nice. So if you want to do things outside, next week will be so enjoyable. Weekend weather forecast looks like this. We'll start with Friday, 90 degrees for our high temperature. Remember, Friday is going to be all about the storms that could bring some heavy downpours, and those storms will be slow moving storms. So we could see a rapid rise in small rivers, streams, creeks, that sort of thing. For Saturday, now it's not the worst day, but if you plan on being out on the lake or going to an outdoor concert, yes, we do still have a 30% chance for a pop-up shower storm. Those ones should move faster. Sunday, sunny skies and low 90-degree highs. All right, Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. We'll wrap this up. Our average high temperature now for this time of the year is 88 degrees. We're calling for a high of 96 today, so it is another really hot one. Could feel up to about 102 to 103 this afternoon. So if you work outside in the elements, do all the things you've probably already been doing all summer long, taking breaks from the heat, staying hydrated. Now's a good time to grab the water bottle, start hydrating. We're going to be looking at temperatures tomorrow, still into the low 90s, but I think it's going to feel a little bit better. It's still going to be really muggy tomorrow, though, especially with those incoming storms. And then Saturday and Sunday, kind of a typical summer weekend, but by next week, especially as CMS says, we'll be heading back to school. It's going to be nice. 65 degrees in the morning on Tuesday morning, plus dew points in the 50s. that's nearly perfect. And then temperatures, continuing to climb into the 80s, so not bad at all. I'm looking forward to it.
Bringing back to the 80s. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. What's up with my allergies? Are there
Ragweed is starting a little bit. So allergies are kind of going up. I've noticed the last couple days too.
Oh, because I maybe a month ago I thought I don't need to take my allergy pill. I'm just gonna take a little break off.
Yeah.
But I guess I gotta get that.
I'll do the
going.
allergy report tomorrow. I'll put it in my forecast just for you.
Okay. I was like, what is up with my eyes? Carlene's handing me tissue.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No, I've noticed it the last couple days.
Ragweed.
Ugh.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
Majestic.
ladies.
Appreciate it. It's a good thing they are moving the games to tonight.